Hello and welcome to lyranara.com, and the subject of today's video is diabetes. And we all know that unfortunately diabetes is one of the fastest growing epidemics, so to speak, of our lifetime. The numbers are astonishing and frightening, and we've all heard about type 1 and type 2 diabetes, but what has been newly discovered a couple of years ago is that there is a so-called type 3 diabetes, and that's what we're going to focus on today. And this type 3 diabetes is based and caused and aggravated by electrosmog, so electromagnetic radiation from your Wi-Fi, your mobile phone, your power lines, etc., etc. And of course, because here at Lyra Nara we are all about holistic solutions, we're going to focus on some very inexpensive but extremely efficient solutions on how to protect yourself. But of course, first we're going to talk about this type 3 diabetes in more detail, show you the research on it, and then we're going to show you how you can protect yourself. So without further ado, let's learn more about it. And let's kick this off by understanding what those types of diabetes that exist are. There is the so-called type 1 diabetes, which is also called child or juvenile diabetes. It's also called insulin-dependent diabetes. It's largely genetically caused, and it affects only about 5 to 10% of all diabetics. Then the most common type is the type 2 diabetes, which is also called adult onset diabetes or non-insulin dependent diabetes, and this is caused mainly by our lifestyle and obesity, and this makes up 90 to 95% of all diabetics. And then we need to talk about this new type of diabetes, also called type 3, and this type of diabetes is environmentally triggered. It causes your blood sugar to fall when you're exposed to electromagnetic fields, and one of the most common triggers is so-called dirty electricity and electromagnetic radiation in general. How do we know about this so-called type 3 diabetes? Is there any proof? And the answer is yes, there is. Peer-reviewed publication called Electromagnetic Biology and Medicine came out in 2008, this edition, and it carried the title Dirty Electricity Elevates Blood Sugar Amongst Electrically Sensitive Diabetics and May Explain So-Called Brittle Diabetes. And I would like to cite only two cases so you can get a better understanding of what they observed there from this study. First one was a 50-year-old male who was diagnosed as a pre-diabetic but had normal blood sugar while he was out fishing or in the woods, but near power lines or when he was working on a computer, he had a very high blood sugar at once. The second case was a 57-year-old female with a type 2 diabetes. She used the exercise to control her blood sugar, but when she was out for a walk in the forest, for example, the blood sugar dropped, but when she was doing the same exercise on her treadmill at home, it increased. And there are many more examples in this study, of course, that I'm not going to go into all of them due to time restraints, but you can check it out for yourself if you're really interested. So the conclusion from all of this was that those people, they were able to lower the blood sugar while they were exposed to very little electromagnetic radiation, but when they had electromagnetic radiation around them, at once the blood sugar grew. So how can you establish if you are suffering from type 3 diabetes? Well, there are 4 questions that you should answer for yourself. First, does your blood sugar increase after you use or are near electronic equipment? Secondly, does your blood sugar suddenly spike or drop for no obvious reason? Third, does your blood sugar change in different environments? And fourth, do you have difficulties regulating your blood pressure? And if you have answered yes to any of these questions, you may have type 3 diabetes. So now that we have established that there is a very strong relationship between electromagnetic fields and diabetes, and it is so strong that a new type of diabetes has been even created for it called type 3 diabetes, the question becomes, how can we protect ourselves from it? And the first thing to do is to test your environment for electrosmog and try to reduce your exposure to it where and whenever possible. And I know that is not always easy. We are surrounded by electromagnetic fields, Wi-Fi devices, mobile phones, TVs, but also your simple power lines in your house that are not well shielded, and they create dirty electricity. So it's not always easy. You can buy filters also for your home, so you get this noise out the dirty electricity, the so-called dirty electricity out of your power lines. But there are also some great little, very handy and easy to use and affordable devices that have been clinically and scientifically proven to work not only against electromagnetic fields but for many health conditions that we can recommend to you, and those are called the VitaChip and the Triomed CGI. And I would like to show you more about those two amazing little solutions in the next part of the presentation. First off, the VitaChip. How does it work? Well, you simply place the VitaChip on your Wi-Fi device or on your mobile phone or on your body, and you will enjoy immediately how your pain, your anxiety, your stress, your health impairments just vanish in minutes. As an active biotransmitter, the VitaChip is programmed to convert harmful electrosmog energy into a natural healing and energizing vibrations. This is a Swiss-made quality product. And which health improvements can it bring to you? Well, you will observe enhanced sleep quality, increased vitality and energy, no fatigue and exhaustion, enhanced cognitive abilities, better concentration, improved cardiovascular conditions, significant pain reduction up to total remission, increased overall well-being and health, enhanced refreshing ambience at work and at home, no more health ailments related to these electromagnetic fields, reduced pathogen overloads, reduced psychological problems such as fear, anxiety, depression, etc., a softening of physical ailments and muscle strain, visceral organ revitalization, vision and hearing abilities will be improved, enhanced sport performances can be observed. You will also notice reduced dizziness, gastritis and colitis will be almost gone, also ulcers will go, and you will also notice enhanced creativity. Sounds all great, doesn't it? But is there any scientific proof that the VitaChip really works? And the answer is yes, there is. VitaChip and its effects are scientifically proven. Recon studies have been published in the renowned journal called Neuroscience and Biomedical Engineering. And here are some of the results from these studies. The VitaChip specifically affects and exceeds the unspecific effects, for example, natural pain cause and the placebo, by more than 150%. So it showed 150% better results than a placebo that was used in this double-blind study. It reduced chronic pain intensity from moderate and strong down to low or even zero. It cut in half the onset of pain relief from almost an hour to less than half an hour. It shortened the time to completely reset pain by more than 84 minutes. And it also showed a general improvement in well-being and energy in this study. And therefore, the VitaChip also received an award. The results of the biophysical testing at the IGEF Research and Analysis Laboratory confirmed that the VitaChip supports cardiovascular and autonomous nervous system activities, and it is an efficient shield against electromagnetic smog and other radiations generated by electronic devices. VitaChip therefore was awarded a so-called IGEF Seal of Approval of International Association for Electrosmog Research IGEF Limited. The second little solution that is also very inexpensive, easy to use, and extremely efficient, as you will see, is the Triomed CGI. What is the Triomed CGI? Well, it's a portable therapeutic device for treatment and prevention of various pathological conditions. It acts as a tuning fork for your cell membranes, improving thereby the membrane potential and the cell function significantly. It works on infrared and low intensity electromagnetic radiation of extremely high frequency, called also millimeter waves. The Triomed CGI changes with those technologies a harmful electromagnetic field into waves which are beneficial signals specific to living organisms, and so biological channels of perception will receive the necessary information which further makes the restoration of the biological electromagnetic and informational field possible, and thereby enhances the resilience and adaptability of our organism. And what is great about a Triomed CGI is that its effects have been also clinically proven. So the effects of this millimeter wave and infrared therapy have been clinically proven. You can find many studies on the net that show that. They have been proven to be anti-inflammatory and a real trigger for all self-healing processes in our bodies. They have also been proven to act as an analgesic and anti-edematous system. It improves also our tissue regeneration. It improves blood circulation. It promotes anti-stress and normalizes the regulation of our autonomic nervous system, which is of course the control tower of all of our organs. And therefore the work with the Triomed CGI will result in a synchronization of different systems inside of our organism and its relationships with the environment around us. So mutual adjustments will take place on the informational level between all living beings and their environment. The result is a restoration of our autoregulation functions, a balancing of vibrations so that they are in resonance with all of our cells, organs and tissues. And it is also considered that this inside bioresonance determines the whole informational wave field of the living organism. Therefore, this little nifty device can be applied also to your pets, and you can even imprint those beneficial frequencies onto globuli or water. A lot of possibilities. It's very easy to use. 3 programs that you have to select from. Each of those programs takes only about 15 minutes, and you will see the results and feel them immediately. A great device, just as the VitaChip, that we highly recommend if you suffer from electromagnetic radiation. So, time to wrap it all up and summarize what we've learned. Electromagnetic sensitivity is real, and the interaction between electromagnetic fields and diabetes has been proven, as you have seen. So you need to check carefully whether you suffer from this type of sensitivity and the so-called type 3 diabetes. I've given you 4 questions that you have to answer for yourself in order to determine whether you may suffer from type 3 diabetes. And of course, measure your environment if you have determined that you're suffering from this kind of diabetes and you are sensitive to electromagnetic fields. Measure your environment for electrosmog and try to reduce your exposure, of course. And then use proven tools such as the VitaChip and the Triomed CGI to shield yourself against harmful electromagnetic fields. Those devices are great. They are very easy to use, very convenient. You can take them with you anywhere you go. and they're also very affordable. You can get them exclusively at lyranara.com. I'm gonna post the links in the description box below. And if you need more information on type 3 diabetes or diabetes in general, or if you have questions about the VitaChip or the Triomed CGI, please contact us, shop at lyranara.com. If you visit lyranara.com, you'll also find our toll-free phone number on the page, so please contact us. We will advise you on what is best for you and all the solutions that will take care of your condition. And with that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. If you did so, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit also the bell icon on your YouTube screen so you get notified whenever we bring a new video out. We come out with fresh content every week. So please support our channel. Without you, it would not be possible to do all this work. And until next time, stay healthy.